up, you guys? I almost said it again. Hey, what's up, you guys? No, what? Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the POV Roomies podcast. It's me, Katie.
And Caroline.
It's been a rough week.
It has?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was gonna say, like, as you can tell, it's been a rough week, you know, like...
How can you tell?
Because I just messed up.
Oh.
Because I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I have a list this time. I typed it up. Because I didn't write it on my sticky note.
Is Wednesday. It's been a busy week.
And I want to go home.
You're going home tomorrow.
I know, but I can't even tell you how much I've been wanting to go home, like, this week.
I can tell you kind of hate me this week.
No, I don't. I didn't do anything. I literally didn't. Oh, I was going to say to you yesterday that I'm sorry that I wasn't, like, talking to you. But that wasn't because of you. I was just, like, sad. I don't know.
You're fine.
I wasn't trying to be mean.
No, you're fine.
Anyway, besides that, I guess we can talk about today first. All my classes kind of ended early except for my lab. Well, my lab does because I got it done. Because I'm just that good. But, all my classes ended early today. Because I have an exam for my statistics class on Monday. 2 exams for that class on Monday. And I'm gonna literally, I want to die. And I have exams for all my other classes. And since my teachers are, like, leaving or whatever, they let us go early. We had some random TA teaching our class, which, like, she took 15 minutes. I said, we came over here for 15 minutes of class. You're kidding. Like, at least at the lab I have something to do, and it could potentially take 50 minutes if you're slow. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. But I have a lot of exams coming up.
I don't.
Must be nice.
I have, like, one class that has exams, and it's in a couple weeks.
I also found out for philosophy... Okay. I'm not even sick. That just, like, tickled. I've been failing my quizzes a little bit. Not good, but you can't...
Quizzes or just one?
Quizzes. Because you can't see the grade. He puts them all in a spreadsheet, and then at the end of the semester puts it in. I said, what if I'm failing? Mm-hmm. How am I going to know? So I guess I'm not to go to his office hours or something and talk to him.
Wait, so you don't know that you've been failing?
No, but I know I've been getting it wrong because he tells the answer after we do the quiz, and I know I
Yesterday, I came back, and you were upset, and I was like, what's wrong?
Because I got it wrong. I did. But he
you
said the answer
failed?
after. And I didn't put that as the answer, so obviously I got it wrong.
I got back yesterday, and Katie was upset, and I could tell, and I was like, are you okay? And she's like, well, I failed my quiz. And she's like,
But I did.
And I was like, do you know that you failed it, or do you think you just did bad? And she goes, I know I failed it.
I know I did because he said the answer, and
You
I didn't put that
haven't seen
answer.
the grade yet.
I didn't put that answer. I didn't put anything near that realm. He said put the second... All you had to do was write free will in the answer, and what did I write? A whole bunch of crap that didn't have to do with anything.
Yeah, but the way you said it made it sound like you got your quiz
I
back
know
like
I
an
failed
hour
it.
ago, and you
Especially,
saw you got an
I
F.
wonder if the exams will be that way too, because I have the exam not next week, but the week after that. And the exams are at least multiple choice for this class, but the quizzes are writing. And so...
Yeah, writing is kind of sucky.
5 minutes to write 2 paragraphs, okay. Me and Victoria were going to go have a chat with him about that too, and be like, hey, pardon me, I actually have a problem. Well, I told my mom that. I said, can I go, like, tell him I have anxiety or something, or, like, test anxiety, and they'll let me have a couple more minutes.
Probably.
And she said no, so...
You go to the accommodation office, so you probably can.
Well, I feel like I need, like, another minute at least to, like... I literally mind blanked. I literally sat there for, like, a minute, and I wasted my time because I was trying to think of an answer, even though I knew the answer because we had just talked about it a few minutes before. Anyway. That's not something I even put on the list. Oh, okay, so... The kid who sits next to me in my psych class decided to fart. We're literally sitting there in class, and he's like, it's me, and then we're trying sitting as an empty seat, and then he's like over there, and I keep making the mistake of sitting in this row. I should really move so that I don't have to sit near him. I thought you were
This is him.
Oh, I thought you were touching him. I was like, I would. Like, if I were you, I wouldn't. But he literally went, I'm gonna make sure you see it. And then farted. And I went, I look around, I go, did anybody else hear that? And the kids in front of me went, like, look. I was like, no way. And then...
Do people think it was you? That's the worst.
No, but, okay, I'll tell you this. So, then he did it...
Sorry, I was just making sure.
I saw the weather notification, I thought you were like, like, I see that.
No.
But, then he did it again. But he didn't go, ugh, like that this time. He just did it. And he went. He literally did that. And I went, why are you okay with that? And he stinks to high heavens. Oh, good. Oh, heavens. Oh, my heavens. Oh. Like, you don't want to hear my rooster crow. If you know what I'm saying. Like, it upset me so much that he just did that. Like, and I'm like, you stink. I'm sorry, I really shouldn't be mean about this, but, like, this kid walks in, smells bad, and has the audacity. And he asked me today, we did a Nearpod today to, like, review for the lecture exam. Mm-hmm. And he goes, what are we using? And cranes his neck near me, and I go, Nearpod. It's literally on the board, dummy. Like, just look. It just irritated me. I'm like, ooh, I don't want anyone to think we're associated. Like, can we not? Because you're just kind of icky. And, like, he went, so for the class one day, he needed volunteers to play a video game because we were getting data from it. And he went, like, immediately, he's like, so can I get a volunteer? And he's like, ew. And this kid gets up there and he's glasses, and he's trying to play this game, and he wasn't so good. And then he proceeded to get done, and he sat down. And then the next kid went up there, and he's, like, giving this kid, like, critiques as he's sitting in his seat, even though obviously this kid can't hear him. And some kid behind me said something like, oh, blah, 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 he's not very good at this or whatever. And this kid goes, well, actually, that part's kind of hard to do. Shut your mouth! He wasn't even talking to you! And this kid's like, oh, okay. Okay. And then, not even to mention, like, the same day that kid farted, somebody behind me farted, too. And I went, everybody's gonna think it's me. Everybody's gonna think it's me. And I literally went, like, to make sure everybody
sometimes
knew.
When that happens, like, I just need to look so then people know that.
Well, it's just so, everybody heard that one that time. Like, the kid next to me, it was iffy, but especially since he was so chill about it. I mean, if you wouldn't have made a big deal about it, then, like, everybody would have been like, whoa. Like, it was just so bad. I can't believe people fart like that in class. Like, I've never had someone do it on purpose. Like, I know some people have, like, done it accidentally. Like, I heard the kid talking about how he almost pooped his pants in class one time. But, like, what? You're gonna, like, rip one. Like, what if he, like, pooped his pants? What if he accidentally pooped? He probably did. He stinks like it. I
don't want to think
Sorry. That's so mean, but he smells like it. Anyway.
That's unfortunate.
We had a fire alarm the other night.
Yeah, it was Sunday night. Getting cozy in the bed. I got my bonnet on. And then beep!
It was like 10:30.
It wasn't that late, but it was late enough where I was annoyed.
It was at least 10:30 when we were outside.
Yeah, it went off at like 10:15. I mean, like 10:30 isn't that late. I'm agreeing with you.
I thought you were saying it wasn't that late.
No, I'm agreeing. I'm just saying in general, 10:30 isn't too late.
Yeah, but I was still, like, I had my eyes closed.
I was in bed mode.
I was actually sleeping for a sec. I was about to be sleeping, and then it's, there's a fire emergency. Like,
please.
Literally, when I hear her, I just want to straight. And then people act like this is new. Our tower and the other one have gone off so many times. You'd think everybody would get the gist of what's going on by now. But still, there's people who get out there and try to walk in the door or try to walk in the subway. You don't get to go in the building if there's a fire. Not a drill. Not a drill.
Here's what bothered me. So, like, the fire alarm goes off. We have to go out down the stairs, which, first of all, you know what? We live high up in the air, okay? So it's a lot of stairs to go down. Like, it takes a long time. We finally get out of the building, and then we walk around the building and come to the, like, other side to get in fast, because, like, you know, this ain't our first rodeo.
Yes.
We're literally walking, and we're, like, I don't know, 100 feet away from the building still.
Sure, yeah.
We were pretty far away from the building, and the RAs that were guarding the doors were like, there's a fire emergency! Yelling at Katie and I. I'm like, does it look like we're, like, running at you to go in the building? We were literally in the middle of, like, sitting down at a picnic table.
We literally were not even, like, going to the doors. Like, we were just walking near that way. Oh, you can go in the Rosa Parks Center! You can go! I don't want to go to the Rosa Parks Center! I don't get any quicker.
We wore jackets!
And then they let people in from the Rosa Parks Center because they weren't supposed to, but they did. Mm-hmm. And then they got in trouble and got sent back. But, like, then we all had to stand by the door because we thought we were getting in, and we didn't. So we had to stand there for 10 more minutes or whatever.
And it takes forever to get back up because the elevators.
Except we got up kind of quick.
It wasn't that bad. But, like, if you live on this, like, in the middle level or lower, you take the stairs. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
am
don't
not-
know why people...
people are like, oh, I guess we should have taken the stairs.
There
Like,
were
that never
people-
dawned on your little brain. You
Somebody
never
on
thought.
the elevator took it to B, didn't they?
Mhm.
Dude,
Unless,
come
unless you
on.
have, like, a medical...
Right, I
reason.
guess.
I
I
understand.
suppose. But dude, like the poor girl with the scooter, I wouldn't have wanted to be her. What is she? Wait, what is she supposed to do? How does she get down?
It's a thing. There's a thing.
She can use
There's
elevator.
an evacuation plan, yeah.
Oh, okay. So she's allowed to use it, but I'm not. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So that happened, and what day was that again?
That was Sunday night.
Oh, and it was a Sunday. That's what's more bizarre about it. It was a Sunday. I'm like, can you not hold back?
Sundays are for the Lord.
Can we not hold the?
Sundays
not-
for the Lord.
Right? Can we not fiend on a Sunday, please?
No, did you see the sign? It was a cooking mishap up in the kitchen.
The kitchen up there.
Yep.
Oh, so we're idiots. Oh, so we're stupid.
Oh, you were just now figuring that out.
Because that's not even the kitchen in the dining hall. That's the kitchen somebody was an idiot in and probably put their phone in the microwave. Like, come on.
Microwave metal.
Wait, you can't put your phone... Wait, you can't put a fork in the microwave? Like, that's what I'm getting from this. Like, oh, shoot.
What else?
Oh, yeah, I'm going home tomorrow. I already said that.
This weekend, the past weekend.
Right, I wrote that on here, don't worry. So,
We haven't recorded one since the weekend before that either. When did we do that?
I thought we did last week.
We didn't record one last week. It was the week before.
Well, what happened last week? Nothing?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay, well then, it doesn't matter then. Okay, we went dress shopping.
Dress
shopping.
shopping.
We went dress shopping on
For formal.
Saturday. For the circus formal that
Katie.
I got asked to by Ashley Strelo.
Katie, do you want to show them your dress?
No, it's a surprise.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you'll get to see a picture if you're lucky.
Maybe.
And guess who else is going? Freaking Cameron! Oh!
It's gonna be a whole party. Our table's gonna be great.
Who's there?
I don't know. I'm just saying. We're off to a
Don't
good
you
start,
get to
though.
choose it?
Well, like, you have to get there early and, like, run to your table.
I thought you meant like you get to like make a seating
No,
chart.
there's no seating
Why
chart.
does my name not get put on the table?
No, you walk in and then you, like, pick up your name tag and then you
Ah,
get
they
a
made me a name tag!
I don't know. That's what they did last year.
Oh, oh!
I can show you a picture of my one from
Should I
last
get
year.
some nails for that?
I'm gonna do something to my
I'm gonna
nails.
get my nails done. Okay, okay.
It's the circus formal, so.
Right. And I'm just living in it. Bro.
Ain't what it was.
Ain't a...
I'm not a clown, but not in the circus, but I'm still a clown.
in the circus, but I'm still... We already said that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just laughing about it again.
Well.
You know what I had a big day yesterday.
Okay, tell.
I went to my first day of clinical yesterday. It was so scary, but everything was okay. I helped a student with science. We were talking about genes and dominant and recessive genes.
Oh, jeans? I'm wearing jeans.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
And I knew what phenotypes are.
Look
and
at you!
I know. I was sitting there helping. I'm like, wait.
Channeling
this
Bio
means
101 up
this?
in here.
Like, and then there was this one part that I didn't understand. It was really stupid easy. And there was these guys that are also, like, students at ISU. They're taking a different class that, like, so they're in there too. So there's 3 students in there, which is kind of weird. But I was like, hey, his name's Nick. I was like, hey, Nick, can you come look at this? And he looked and he figured it out. And then he's like, what does phenotype mean? I'm like, that's the physical characteristics or traits. And he goes, and Googled it. And I was right. Take that, Nick. And then I think this girl likes me now because then afterwards she came up to me. Because I'm in a special ed, like a resource room. Afterwards she came up to me with pictures on her phone. She goes, how should I get my hair done? She was asking my advice on how to do her hair. So, clearly I wasn't that bad. And then my other class, it's an ESL class, which means it's students that are learning English, or students... My mom... Do you know what ESL stands for?
Why would I know that?
English Second Language.
Okay.
Doesn't that make so much sense?
That would make sense,
I've
because you could
always
make a lot
wondered-
of things out of ESL.
I've always wondered what ESL... I knew it was like people going over English, but I didn't connect the dots that that's exactly what it stood for. Anyway, I'm in an ESL class, and they were taking like a standardized test, so then I got to leave early. But then I had a hangnail. Have I told you this?
Yes,
It was
you were
so
complaining
bad.
About it.
I had a hangnail.
And
And
it was
I'm
bleeding
nervous.
all over the place.
No, it
and she
was.
about bled out.
I I had a hangnail, and I picked at it because I was like nervous, and then my thumb was bleeding, and I didn't know, and I was like holding it like this, like putting pressure on it because it kind of hurt, and I got blood all over my pants because I was like swinging my arms.
Basically, she was gushing.
But I ate it up, and I did so good, and then I came back
I
here.
thought you meant the blood.
Oh, no.
She ate up the blood.
I didn't get lost in the high school. I figured out where I'm going. Shout out Avery, my cousin, for helping me. And, yeah, I didn't get lost. And I made a friend because now I have a person to take me. Shout out to Abby for the ride. And the company. What else? And then I'll talk about that later. And then I took a nap. I was so tired. I think
she did take.
I was exhausted
because all of a sudden I hear, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
I woke up in like a pile of drool.
Ugh.
I was so tired. I think I didn't sleep well because I was so nervous. And then that morning, like the whole morning, I'm like, you know. And then like, it's like, what do you call that? That's a thing. Psychology major, isn't that a thing?
What?
Where you're so like anxious that like it takes up more energy, and then afterwards you crash. It's a thing. I know it's a thing.
Why is that psychology major?
I don't know. I feel like that's something I would learn about in psychology.
I've been in like one psych class, bro.
Sorry. So have I.
Okay, well then you should know.
Yeah, it was a year ago.
Mine was a semester ago. You know that month of break is a long time.
You're not in a psychology class now?
I'm not in one like that. It's in like specific categories now. So I'm in statistics, remember, which is different. And then social psychology is not focused on anxiety, believe it or not. At least right now. We're talking about nominal, ordinal, just the same stuff as statistics. And I'm like, oh, I don't understand it in there, and now I'm not going to understand it here. Yeah, I have a test coming up for that class. Great.
What's your next point?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I took a turn.
She's ready to move on.
I took a turn.
My package arrived. I know, Kim. I got an email.
What'd you order?
Can't tell. Mm-hmm. Just kidding. Also, you know the G-spot? Okay, hold on. The G-spot that's on campus.
Yeah.
There's a group called the G-spot. It's like for the health whatever. What does it stand for again?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you know them? How they had set up the tables with the condoms and stuff?
Yeah.
They were set up in like the lobby of Schrader when I was in there, and they. Maybe I shouldn't say that on here.
You gotta finish the story now.
Okay, well, because there was like, this guy and his girlfriend went up there together to pick them out, and this girl was like explaining to them the difference, and she's like, this one's ribbed, this one has like studs on it, and I'm like, she's like, so it can feel good for your partner. I'm like, and I'm like, why are we talking about this in here? There were so many people in there too. And then this guy goes, he like tried to subtly grabbed a condom and slipped it in his pocket. I'm like, you are not slick, okay? These people think that... I was about to go up there and get a highlighter. Because they had highlighters. They had candy up there, too. And I was like, hold on. And they weren't going to talk to me.
I think they had erasers, too. One time I went by and they had little pencil erasers. Those are handy because you run out of eraser on your pencil.
I don't. Oh. I just use pens.
I make a lot of mistakes.
But I need some new highlighters because my highlighters are dying, and I was like, I could just go get some highlighters. I didn't, because I would have been like awkwardly behind them and grabbed them like at the end of it.
Reach around.
And they're like, oh, can we talk? And then they want to talk to me, and I'm like, oh, I don't.
What do they talk about?
They talk about the organization mostly.
Oh.
But then if you ask questions about, she was so like normal about it too. I was like. I mean, I guess if you work at it, you gotta be used to it. She had her computer up. I was like, are you reading a script? Like, these are ribbed. Please stop. Remember when they had holiday ones?
No, I didn't know that.
They also were talking about how they're in the dining hall all the time.
They are in the dining hall all the time. I feel like I can't go get food without them all like,
do you need a condom?
No, that's how any club is, though, because there's always frats outside of there, too, and it's like...
Yeah. Oh, the frats, guys. One time, Caroline and I were walking by, and they said, do you want to help charity or something to us? And we just kept walking, and they go, yeah, me either. And I was like...
One time I was with Gianna, and this guy knew her, and he was like, Gianna, do you want to join a business frat? And she was like, no! Another time it was,
right. I saw him yesterday.
Oh, yeah. And he, this guy knew me from high school, and he straight out called me by name, was like, do you want to donate some canned goods? I'm like, do I look like I have canned goods on me? He's like, we have a Venmo. I'm like, No. Like, I haven't, like, we are not, like, I don't know. Not that we're not friends, but we're not friends.
Fair. I hate when they do that. It's like, they don't get you when you're coming in. It's when you're leaving.
No, they know not to talk to you when you're going in.
Right, because you're not even going to listen either.
And, like, when you're going down, when you're leaving the dining room,
you have to walk.
You have to go downstairs, and they're right at the bottom of the
right,
stairs.
They stand there, and they're, especially when the frats are there, they're...
No, and they all congregate. It's just a bunch of guys standing there being like...
And then they go, hey, you! And then you're like, please. And then they make fun of you, so, like, it's not even, like, funny. They had a group on the quad today.
Wait, this is circling back. Leave People Alone Part 2.
This is such an upsetting story. Also, I told Maddie about it earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
And she agreed that I made the right decision.
Yeah, we all agree. Okay, tell them.
Good. Okay, so my mom's gonna get so mad at me for this.
Why?
Because she always says, like, don't be, like, talking to people at night. Like,
it's not your fault.
I know, you're right. But
plus, okay, what time was this? This was 6. So was it really night?
It was dark.
It's not, like, dark, though. It's just,
except
like,
the lights on the quad are dead. So
no,
it was dark down there. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding, because otherwise I would have... Maybe I would have not. Okay.
Tell the story.
So, I have a night class. It's not night. My class is at 6.
That's a night class.
It's like, okay, but it's like, it's dark, but it's not completely dark. You know, it's not pitch black, but it was pretty dark on the quad. And they have lights everywhere, but sometimes they're not that bright. And the ones on, so I was walking to my lab. It was in DeGarmo. A lot of you don't know what the campus looks like, so this isn't very helpful for you. But if you do, this is helpful. I was going to DeGarmo, and if you're going from, Watterson.
I'm gonna go lock the door.
Okay, probably smart. We don't want to have one of those,
weirdos walking.
well, like last time, or on Halloween or whatever.
Did that happen on the pod?
Yeah. Wait, I think it might have been right after.
That was crazy. Someone, like, walked in here and they're like, oh, sorry, wrong room.
And
we're like,
no, they didn't say sorry,
They didn't?
remember? They just were like, because you were like,
At least say sorry.
oh, yeah, I was so
part of it.
mad.
Okay, sorry. So, I had class for my stats lab at DeGarmo at 6. I thought we weren't doing that.
We are.
Didn't Cameron get mad about it last time?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I was going to my stats class at 6 in DeGarmo. And from, like, Watterson, it's like there's just a straight path to it. It's literally, like, there's maybe, like, one path at the beginning of it. Like, there's a path at the beginning and end, you know, that's where it connects. But other than that, there's no other, like, side... What happened?
I dropped my stress ball.
No other sidewalks connecting to it. So, like, nobody can be walking up on you. That's what we think. And so I was walking, and it was getting dark, because it was, like, maybe 5:40 or something at that point.
5:40?
Because obviously I'm trying to get to class early, but... So, and I'm walking, and I'm maybe, like... I said 15 feet. I think it was more like 30 feet from getting to, like, the little stairs that get me into DeGarmo, into safety, pretty much.
Safety.
And so I had both my AirPods in, which my mom gets mad at me because she's,
Don't put both your AirPods in.
she would, Anyway, so I'm walking maybe 30 feet. I had both my AirPods in, and my mom would get mad at me. But I literally, in my head, was thinking, okay, I'm not even scared right now. It's literally not that much. Like, it's not night. It's night, but it's not night. Like, on the way back, I don't have them in.
Here's the thing. There's people still out and about at that time. Like, whenever I'm on the quad at that time, like, there's still a decent amount of people. Like, I'm never nervous at that time of day. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I wasn't nervous until... Okay,
Yeah.
let me tell it. So,
We're really bad.
because I know this is, like, probably really annoying. So I'm walking to class, had my AirPods in, knew I wasn't supposed to have them in because my mom would get mad at me. But it was fine until... So I'm walking this way. There was a kid that walked this way, and this isn't really relevant, but, like, kind of. And he was walking this way. And so I hear someone go, excuse me, and I thought that kid was being talked to or something. Like, I was like, oh, the kid's talking to that guy, not me. And I hear again, excuse me. And so I take out my AirPod, I'm like, hi? And this kid comes up behind me and comes near me, and he goes, hi. I just thought you were very beautiful, and I was wondering if I could get your snap. And in this moment, I literally, if I was smart, I would have just said, no, I have a boyfriend. Or, oh, I don't know, anything but yes. But what did I say? Sure. So I didn't even pull up Snapchat, I'm going to be honest. I was like, clicking, nothing. Like, I didn't do it. So,
Tap.
and then as I'm, like, going to look for my Snapchat, this kid goes, so what are you doing tonight? And I was like, I'm going to class. Like, no. Oh, where do you think I'm going? I'm going to class. And then he goes, well, what about after that? And I said, I was just coming up with things. It's fine. I said, oh, I have homework. I'm, like, really busy. And he's, well, like, if you wanted to, like, hang out later. And I'm like, no. I go, no. And I start walking away because I'm like, who does this kid think he is? And he goes, can I at least get your Snapchat and just talk? And I go, no, thanks. No, thanks. And he goes, fine. And he walks away. And I was like, whoa. Red flag, first of all. He was standing, like, this close to me. Get away from me. And I guess he was also waiting for the snap, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But it's dark. There's nobody around me. You're talking to a girl who's walking by herself on campus. And also, it was dark enough to where he didn't see my face, so I know he didn't know what I looked like. And also, he had to have followed me for a long time on that path to have said that to me and waited forever to tell me, because that I was about to be there. Like, I was about to be in the building, and this kid's, like, finally, like, while I'm there, finally says something. He had to have followed me all the way down. And I didn't see him go onto the path either, so I don't know where he came from. He had no backpack on either, which is crazy. So I don't.
That's really sketchy.
And
like,
he looked familiar to me. Like, he's not in my class or anything, but I've definitely seen this kid before. And he was way taller than me, so it was also a little bit scary. I thought he was gonna, like, hurt me or something after I said no.
Yeah, I would.
I was glad I just kept walking, but, like, because what if you... Imagine... Wait, because could I get your snap at least? Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Oh. Are we sliding?
Yeah. But, like, what? And so, like, I freaked out, and I texted Caroline while she was at circus.
I was at costumes, and
I texted her a big, long paragraph about it, because I didn't know... I don't know why. I was really freaked out after that, and I was scared he was going to come find me after my class for some reason, even though it probably wasn't that deep. And I told Haley, and then I told Maddie today when I was talking to her. But, I told Victoria today, too. Like, it was just not a fan.
A little creepy.
And we talked about it, like, if it was during the day, it probably wouldn't have been creepy.
There's just a million things that he could have done differently that would have made it
very
not
beautiful
creepy.
is crazy. Who says that? My mom's gonna be like, either she's gonna be mad about it, or she's gonna say,
You just don't know how to talk to boys.
right, Kim. I can tell you right now, the guy who I'm gonna date is not gonna come up to me in the middle of the... Not in the middle of the night. He's not gonna come up to me in the night and say, you're very beautiful. Okay, buddy. Go away.
That's such, like, a deep compliment, too. Like, I don't know.
First time ever being complimented like that on the streets. Like that.
Creepy way.
In a creepy way. You know.
You know how it be.
At least I can say it, you know.
I've
been approached. Not in the best way. I was scared to walk home today, too. Well, not back. I really am not scared to come back because I'm like, why would he still be here? That's weird. But when I was coming, I think I left a little early to make sure he wasn't going to be around. Mm-hmm. Just in case he was like, hey! And decided to start something. Like, or he brought his buddies or something. Like, what if they all beat me up?
Katie, you're going to be okay.
I know, it was just scary.
I know, that's the stuff that you overthink about. I get it.
That's the stuff that I've been trying to make sure not to think about while I'm here.
Yeah.
At least as much as you have to.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm aware of, like, my surroundings, but at the same time,
well,
I probably shouldn't say this, but I feel so confident walking that I'm good to go.
I think my problem is, like, I literally had my AirPods in, and there's, like, either way, even if I had them out, I probably wouldn't have heard this kid coming behind, unless he was dun 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 thundering.
Well, like, what, were you blasting music?
No.
Yeah. Here's the thing, I have my AirPods in almost all the time.
Especially outside, I'm not blasting, because what if someone else hears it?
Yeah. But, like, it's never blasting. I can almost always hear everything else that's going on.
Right, I was blasting in here last night, but that was different. I was blasting some rap, and I was in my feels.
I texted...
I still see your
I
shadows.
already told you this, but I'm going to say it on the
room.
podcast. I texted Cameron. I'm like, I hope Katie's okay. And he's like, why? I'm like, she's sitting on her bed, blasting rap music and playing Candy Crush.
Sometimes I just need it, okay? I have to listen to music and I have to be playing a game. YouTube's not doing it for me right now.
That's fair. I haven't played like an app game in so long.
I deleted it. I literally just needed it last night, and that was it.
I saw you playing it this morning, don't lie.
Oh, well then it's gone now. I'll show you.
Damn. What happened with you in Solitaire?
Gone.
You should tell me about Solitaire.
Okay, I've been playing Solitaire for like a couple days now. I stopped playing... Yeah, I haven't played today. I stopped playing, and it's only because I think I've been like... It makes my head hurt. I don't know. I played it for 3 hours the other day, Caroline. I'm not even gonna lie. And I wasn't... until Ashley told me this weekend that I was playing it wrong. I didn't know that you're supposed to put the numbers in like the 4 categories and like stack them to like add up. I thought you were just supposed to make the king, queen, like jack, all of it line up in like there'd
I
be
don't know
all
how to
these
play
groups.
Solitaire.
Anyway, I've been playing it wrong, and Ashley's like, you know, you're supposed to do this, and
She's like, why
that's
don't you
why
do
I
this?
couldn't win.
We were waiting in line to get our pizza, and she's like,
My mom really wants that pizza. She saw a picture.
I think it's called Blaze. It's like Subway, but pizza. And theoretically, it's good, except I get really stressed out when ordering there because there's a lot going on.
they were serious in there, too.
There was a lot going on.
It's not like Subway where they're, like, a little bit more lenient if you have, like, something to say.
Yeah.
Or, like, Chipotle.
Yeah.
Well, Chipotle, sometimes they get a little angry.
They were just so... They're very aggressive. And it was really busy. I've been 2 other times and it hasn't been that busy. But it's good pizza, except I think they could cook it longer.
Yeah, it is a little doughy, but I liked it. I felt like I wasn't eating that much, even though I was.
Yeah, same. It's a thinner crust.
Right. It was alright. Yeah, it was alright.
It was alright.
Ashley got a cheesy bread and she was freaking out about it.
Ashley liked the
She was
the
like,
cheesy
this
bread.
is the best cheese bread I've ever had. She was so passionate about her cheesy bread.
She said it was the perfect amount.
It was so good.
And they did give her 2 marinara, which I applaud. Because sometimes one
One
is not
enough.
enough. Just like when they give me a ranch cup at Timbers.
Ranch cup.
That was crazy. When they give me a ranch cup at Timbers. At Timbers. When they give you a ranch cup at Timbers. It's not enough because I use it with my strips and my... And that's... I get it from her because they give a sauce with everybody's chickies. And she gets a ranch from me. So I get 2, but still, like, they don't fill it up all the way either.
Well, that's how it is at DP Dough. They give you, like, a whole calzone, and it's huge, right? It's, like, this big. 1 cup of marinara.
And those are big. Those are big.
I still need more. I always get 2.
I still need more. A fiend.
They've got good marinara, too. It's kind of, like, sweet.
I haven't been there in a really long time.
Neither have I. It's more of, like, a warm weather place to go.
We have to go to Heaters sometime.
Heaters?
The new chicken place.
Oh, yeah. I
just
thought you
wanna
meant
try
Hooters, and I
it.
was like...
We can go there, too, if you want, but...
We can go
What was
work
that
at
face
Hooters.
Should we? Over the summer?
No.
Do we even have one near?
I think there's one in here, but...
No, like at home, though.
No, probably not.
In
The
south.
closest one is Springfield?
Yeah, no, I'm not working there.
Yeah, because you were considering it before.
I'm just kidding.
I would never.
The way that they literally purposely give you, like, small-sized clothes.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. I couldn't. I don't think I could be a waitress.
No, I don't think
At least
so
at, like,
either.
a big restaurant. Like, maybe if it was a little,
Local.
like, a little breakfast, like, Washington family restaurant. I mean, because at least it's just, like, it's mean to say old people. But, like, then... Even though they're a little bit particular.
I can't stand to wait on people that I know. Like, that
I
would
just
drive me
right
crazy.
like when everybody worked at Monocle's for a bit, and like they would always like it would be someone you know taking your order, and it's so awkward. And that's what makes it awkward about eating Monocle's. I've had that so long. I'm so hungry for it.
We would have gone on Saturday if you'd voiced that you wanted monocle.
But I wanted to try that place, and I also was not trying to be picky.
Well, we couldn't make decisions, so.
I was glad we didn't because I didn't want to go somewhere we've all been. More funner if we go somewhere new. We also, our dresses, Ashley and I both got them at Dry Goods.
Home Goods?
At Dry Goods. And for cheap. Mine was $15.
Dry Goods is kind of like a boutique-y store.
Bougie.
And it's not like, I've been to way more expensive boutiques, but it's expensive.
You drop a hot dollar in there, let's just say.
But it's so cute in there. Like, they have so much cute clothes. And they have a very good on-sale rack. And how much was this dress originally? Is the tag still on it?
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
gonna go look.
Okay.
This is important to the story.
Is it gonna say, though?
Yeah.
Ashley's, the one she chose, the one that I thought she should have got, the long one.
Uh-huh.
Like, that one was actually like 60, wasn't
It was
it?
60, yeah.
That one wasn't on sale, though. That was like 60.
Yours was 56.
56 and then 15 was what I paid. Crazy.
Crazy.
And if you're lucky, you'll get to see it.
And it's so cute.
If you want to see it, let me know.
And it feels high quality too, because she'd also bought a dress at Ross.
Oh god. I have to figure out what.
But it feels cheap because it's a cheap dress, but like it's an option.
It was an option. I'm probably not gonna wear that one. Let me see. Oh, there's a lot of sickos on campus right now.
I
It's
know,
kinda
people keep
crazy.
coughing and I swear they cough at me. I'm like, ooh.
Nah, and the kid who farted, he's always like clearing his
Coming out
throat,
both
and
ends.
it triggers me. I'm like, how are you always sick? It's been 4 weeks and you're still sick. What?
Last night, my teacher class that goes with my clinical is on Tuesday nights from 5 to 7. And I hate night classes. And this
I'm not gonna
class-
get any, hopefully, next semester.
No, I avoided it at all costs, but there was no other option for me.
Yeah.
It was either this night class or I did my clinical at like a disciplinary school. And so I was like, I'll take the night class and do my clinical at a good school. Not that there's anything
Disciplinary
wrong.
might have been more fun.
I don't think I can handle that. But this night class, it's like a teacher class, and so it's a lot of like reflecting on your school experience and thinking about it from like a teacher's perspective instead of your own. But half of the class, like it's a lot of like we talk a lot. And I don't hate the class. I sit next to some people that talk to me. It's this frat guy named Josh, which he's really scary. And then this girl I went to high school with sits near me. And there's a sweet girl named Clara. Like, I know everyone in there. Like, we're all buddies now. And Abby's in there. But half the conversation, it's like, oh, well, in my high school, we got dismissed for lunch and we had 30 minutes to eat. Well, that's interesting because in my high school, we got 50 minutes.
50's crazy.
50 is crazy, but one of them said 50. But, like, it's a lot of, like, conversations like that. And sometimes they're interesting, but sometimes it's like, this one time, my teacher gave me a homework assignment and they weren't clear on the instruction, blah, 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 and then they yelled at me. And I don't want to be that kind of teacher. I'm like, okay, good for you, but I don't need to hear your sob story.
Right.
Like, we all have some sort of story. Like, everyone's had a bad teacher.
Imagine.
But there was this kid that I told you about this. There was this kid that went to a Catholic school, and his stories were very interesting. He was, like, saying that he would always fall asleep in Mass. And then the teacher was like, oh, was, like, that, like, the norm? Like, was that, like, a normal thing? Did people sleep there? And he goes, nah. They were all into it and singing. He goes, the cool kids. He's like, well, it's me and some of my friends would sleep in the back. So that was kind of interesting. I think that guy's name's Johnny, which is kind of weird.
Johnny. You don't hear many Johnnies these days. Unless you're older. Hey, what's up, John? You know?
Sounded like Mike.
Nah.
No.
Mike, be more. No, hey, how you doing?
Cheese dip.
Oh, I could go for something. Not right now, but like...
Yeah, I'm really full. Oh, I had really good pizza for
in my future.
If you weren't going home tomorrow, I'd say tomorrow night.
Ugh.
She's making weird faces. What were you going to say?
Shoot.
Sorry. What's your next point?
I don't have any
Moving
anymore.
right along, we got the life of a highway. Do you like that song?
I don't even know that.
Kermit the Frog. Moving
I didn't know that was trying to be Kermit.
right along,
I guessed
we
you.
got the life
Ah.
Your way is my way. I wasn't committing to the character. I was just doing a voice.
I was just confused on how I was supposed to get Kermit from that. She said, moving right along.
That's not what I sounded like. Today,
You don't know.
Today I had sculpture, and we had a substitute teacher, and the substitute teacher is the director of the art school, and so I was really nervous, and he also used to be a ceramics professor, so I was really nervous, and I think at first he thought I was really dumb, because I needed help figuring out how to like start my project, and I was struggling to communicate to him what my project was. And so like we're sitting there and he's like drawing it on this big paper and he's got all these rulers and he's like, you know what, can you just grab some clay and sculpt it for me and show me what you're trying to do? So I had to go grab clay and like make a form, and then I got to use I think it's a bandsaw. I learned how to use a saw, so that was kind of cool, and I didn't lose any fingers.
That's good. My grandpa lost his finger.
Yeah, I did not.
And
then I stayed late and cleaned up, so now I think he likes me, so I think that's good. He knew
good.
bands off.
Yeah, don't we all?
I said, I'm from Washington. He goes, bands off that teaches there?
Jamie?
And I was like, yeah. Moving right along.
You know that song, like the Sin City wasn't made for you.
How do you feel about the new Taylor Swift album?
I'm like happy, but like not, because like I kind of wanted to get done with all the like remakes first, so I can like enjoy those, and then like be able to sit there with that.
What's it called again?
Tortured Poets Department.
It's kind of a mouthful.
And I only know it because I just watched a video for saying it. So I've heard a lot of people are like, the Poets Department of Torture. Like some people don't
people
know.
Making fun of the
it's hard.
Song. Yeah.
Tortured Poets Department.
What do we like?
The song name's
what kind of music is it
interesting.
even going to be like?
We all think folklore type beat.
I could go
but
for
there's
that.
a couple songs that are a little bit more upbeat in there.
I prefer her folklore type music over like
I do
Midnights
too.
and stuff.
I do too. Midnights is like when I'm trying to be like jamming, but like folklore is when I'm in my feels or all the time, honestly. Because I can say.
You know who I was listening to today? Sorry,
Who?
what were you gonna add?
No, just say.
I was listening to Luke Bryan.
Interesting.
But because I've heard like one or two of his songs before, I'm like, okay, those aren't bad. Because they kind of give off folky country vibes. They're not just like they're more folky than country in my opinion. And he has a collab with Noah Khan. I'm listening and I'm like, oh my god, that's Noah Khan singing. And then I looked, I'm like, oh my god, it's the two of them singing together. I recommend.
Okay.
I don't mean to be
really
basic
listen
white
to
girl.
country that much.
Neither do I.
Unless it's like Zach Brown Band or Kenny Chesney. Just hitting you with the facts. That's what we grew up on, as they say.
But that's not country to our parents.
It isn't.
No, my parents are like, we don't like
Well,
country.
that's not like do what you're gonna do. Well, that's not like real country, but like nothing's real country anymore. We talked about that in my Music 152 class last semester. Nothing's real country, but that's technically country. They just have modernized it. You know, like, don't touch my truck, ski, or whatever they say.
Yeah.
That's technically country, even though it's not. It's like a mix.
Yeah.
Metro Boomin. Okay.
Can you plug this in?
Where? Oh.
On that thing?
You know, stand for the flag. And
If you don't like it.
How does this work?
It's a magnet.
Like this?
Is it sticking?
What?
No,
No,
flip it
but
over.
how do I do
Flip
it?
it over. Is it sticking?
I've never had an Apple Watch. Where do I put
Just
it?
set it up here. Thank you.
You put a different band on?
Yeah, Cameron's mom put that in my stocking.
That's sweet. Good one, Carrie. She don't even know me. Sorry, that was weird.
She listened to one of the podcast episodes.
Carrie, I'm sorry. Mrs. Grund.
Your toes!
I like flexed them when I went. I'm
They
moving
like
my
wrapped
feet.
around my desk.
Ew, I did not wrap them around your desk.
No, you seen your toes out.
Okay, what was I gonna say though? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Sin City. We can talk about the Grammys, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Kind of a ripoff. Kind of a ripoff.
I'm not very knowledgeable.
I'll tell some. Boy Genius won 3 Grammys, which is crazy, and I was very happy about it because they deserve
a song by them?
Cool about it, not strong enough.
Can you sing?
Trying to be cool.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Or always an angel, never a god. I only said that because a lot of people know it from TikTok.
I know the trying to be cool about.
Not strong enough to be your man. I love
recognize
them.
it.
I love them. Anyway, they won 3 Grammys. I was so happy about it. Who
Miley
else won?
Cyrus.
I didn't care about that.
Did you see her
It's
singing
first?
She was so into it.
And you know
She
what?
was
I'm
so
happy
cute.
for her that she won her first, but I don't think she deserved it. I also, because I hate that song. I'm sorry, I hate that
It was just overplayed
song.
for that time. Like, I liked it, but then it was played
I don't
too
think
much.
I ever even liked it.
Really?
Because I feel like that's
I
just
can
ripping
buy
off
myself
Bruno Mars, which he is
flowers.
mine. I love Bruno Mars.
Say-
What's her butt? Billie Eilish won one, which good for her. But I also feel like Olivia Rodrigo should have won that one because she won it for best song for a movie or something. But Olivia Rodrigo wrote "Can't Catch Me Now" for Hunger Games, and I really like that song. And it was kind of an even battle. So to be honest, they probably both should have just gotten one because I love both of those. But honestly, congrats to Billie. Taylor won the best album, and I think
She
I
didn't win all the
disagree.
ones
No, she won that one,
that
but I
she
don't
was
think I
supposed-
agree with that either. I think Lana Del Rey should have won, only because first of all, she hasn't won any. Taylor, I liked Midnight's, but I don't think that was her best at all.
But it was the best of the year.
But I think that Lana Del Rey did better.
I'm sure by the stats, though, Taylor Swift is better.
Probably. And
But,
then,
like, no one even has a chance against her. Like,
well, that's why it's like upsetting for a lot of like artists too,
Yeah.
because you can't win then.
yeah.
Or I think it's Laufey won her first Grammy, which I was happy about that too because I'm not like a big fan of her, but I listened to 2 of her songs.
Noah Kahn didn't win his.
I saw that. I don't remember who won, but I wasn't really that surprised.
Really?
Yeah, because he was up against a lot of people. Did Ice Spice win?
I don't know.
I don't remember. It was for the up and coming artists or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, he had a big. Honestly, like if you
But,
would have
like-
won it, that would have made sense. But it also like a lot of those would have made sense. to me.
He's grown so much in this past year, though.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's just hard.
No, that's the problem. There's so many
like-
different types of music against each other.
Cause like technically, since it was from last year too, technically or whatever, October 15th or something. What did we say?
Yeah. Okay, I didn't. Victoria Monet.
Yes, Victoria. Is it Monet? Maybe.
Monet.
I just saw this on TikTok. People were like, "Who even is this?" I don't know who it is. Maybe she's really good. I've never heard of her. Oh wait, is this the girl that sings "I Know Victoria's Secret"?
I hope.
Who is
not.
this?
I don't know.
Look her up. Can't say I know. Oh, SZA won a Grammy. I was happy about that. Oh, SZA.
I don't know.
Oh, you know who got robbed?
Who?
A lot of rappers. I'll say that much. Who is Killer Mike? He won like 3 Grammys and then he got arrested, which was crazy. But he got arrested. He won 3 Grammys. He won over Travis Scott for rap. And I went, who, I don't remember, somebody else that I like was in that too, but I can't remember right now. But who is Killer Mike? Everybody's like, I keep seeing the comments, they're like, whoever says, hey, yo, put that new Killer Mike song on. Like, do you ever hear people say, oh, you know Killer Mike? I've never heard of this guy. This is what's bizarre about the Grammys. I think they're
No,
wrong.
I don't-
Whoever's voting is wrong.
Whoever's like nominating or doing any of it doesn't.
I could do a better job. Because
Unless-
if I know you, at least you might get voted
Here's
then.
the thing: like different generations are gonna choose different artists.
They need to like fix it. I also saw something that I don't know if it's true, so don't believe me necessarily. That somebody said, like one of the judges said they would never respect Lana Del Rey or something because of what she did in the SNL skit.
Oh, I did see something about that.
And so like he would never vote for her. So he voted for Taylor because he was like, I
That's
guess I'll
icky.
vote for Taylor because he didn't really have anyone else
That's
to vote for.
very icky.
Which I was like, first of all, why is a jerk like this being on the Grammys judges?
Yeah. What's
Sorry,
so good about
like
him?
whatever. I don't know who you are. I know who Taylor and I know who Lana is. Do you exist?
At least Taylor gave Lana recognized Lana in her speech.
Yeah, but have you seen the thing where they were like, Lana definitely didn't want to go on the stage with her, and she made her go up there.
Oh really?
Which I don't know if she was like, because she was sad, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if it.
Let's be realistic.
Like she was supporting
she had
her
to have
friend.
been aware that she against Taylor, she had to have known that it'd be close. If she was
I'm
gonna
really
win.
but sometimes it throws it for a curve. Like she could have won a different Grammy, and they could have given
Yeah.
Lana that one.
Yeah.
Also, Olivia Rodrigo won 0 Grammys. Okay, what
Has
are
she
we
ever
doing?
won one before?
Yeah. But that hurt a little. going on? Did you see? Oh, you don't know who that is. Never mind. Zach Bryan won a Grammy. I don't really listen that much, but I do a little bit. I was proud of that, you know. You get it.
Wait.
What?
I meant Zach Bryan, not Luke Bryan.
Oh, okay. He's the one who sings "Something in the Orange tells me we're not done."
That's what I meant. Cameron, go back and edit over the one that I
don't
said
that.
and put in parentheses.
I wish I didn't, but I do.
But put in parentheses, she meant Zach. And that would clarify later.
Don't do that.
I knew that. I was like, this doesn't sound right.
If you watch the whole podcast, you'll know.
As I was saying it, I'm like, man, this doesn't, like, this is just today that I started listening to this music, okay? So bear with me. But I was like, man, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it's easy to get confused, but you're not really singing-wise.
Yeah, well, I don't listen to Luke
Bryan. I was about to say, when you were singing Luke Bryan's kind of folklore, like, folk-ish, I was like, okay.
Dude, as I was saying it, too, like, something's wrong.
But...
Like, I knew something I was saying was wrong. I meant Zach. Anyway. Glad that's been clarified.
I'm a big fan of his girlfriend.
Really?
Brianna Chicken Fry.
Oh, she's the one that wears the yellow, like, shaky outfit?
Huh? When? Excuse me?
I think I'm thinking of someone.
Brianna Chicken Fry?
I
like her. Fry? She's,
Does she make music?
She's from Barstool. But she also has a podcast called BFF's Podcast with Josh Richards and Dave Portnoy.
Oh.
And I like their podcast, even though it's a little bit, sometimes it's hard to agree with them on some things.
Like political?
No, it's just they get in a lot of drama, and I don't think it's necessarily... Sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes I think it is. Sometimes I think they say things that aren't true. I really shouldn't say this, because I feel like they'll randomly, like, find this, and, like... Because they... Somehow everything that gets said about them gets put on there. Like, even if it's good or bad. So, just want you to know, I do like the podcast. I listen. I'm a listener, okay? Please. I just think that sometimes a lot of stuff happens and it makes me upset because it makes it hard to, like, listen sometimes. Because I'm like, oh. Especially when I just heard from their newest episode that apparently Taylor Swift's team told her to shut up. Like, to stop talking about her. About Taylor.
Weird.
But Dave loves Taylor. Dave loves Taylor. Brianna and Zach sat near Taylor at the Grammys, and she was gonna go talk to her for Dave, but she didn't.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
Well, it was scary. She was apparently, like, she went up there and the security's like, hold on a second. And then she was gonna talk to him, but she didn't. But that's okay. You know, she tried. And then also, yeah. But, you know, sometimes it's just hard, especially, like, I don't know. I thought that, like, Josh Richards was way different now. And I don't... He is different, but I keep hearing things from other podcasts or something that are, like... And I know it's, like, all about what you believe and, like, what you think actually happened or whatever, so you can't really judge. Especially, I hate when people judge people immediately off of something that happens. But, like, sometimes it's hard just knowing, like, his past and then, like, thinking about stuff you're hearing. Because then it's like, did you really change then? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'm so sleepy.
What are your favorite podcasts?
Me?
Yep.
I haven't listened to podcasts in a long time.
Oh.
I mainly... Well, let's go look. Isn't my lock screen so cute? I can't concentrate.
Hey, move on, buddy.
Look at how cute little
I
Henry
see.
is. Look, there's us in a tree. Look at that little baby us.
Hurry.
Sorry.
Look how much time we've been recording.
Well, we started a lot earlier, too, and started, like...
Oh, true. I was about to say, I was like, I don't want Cameron to have to edit all that.
Sorry, Cameron.
Trying to be kind. You can do it. Yep.
Where are my shows? Oh, yeah, I did listen to the Ear Biscuits Rhett and Link podcast. I did that while I was working.
Oh, I listen to POV Roomies podcast.
POV Roomies is on here. Anyway. I did used to listen to
Oprah.
No, it's so good. I did listen to that a lot in high school while I was working on art projects.
Honestly.
When I would just stay in the art room all day, and I I would listen to Super Soul, and then she has like guests on and stuff.
Right. That tends to be how it is on there.
Yeah, and like there's cool people that she talked to, and it's interesting to hear about. I was actually like in a really good mental place when I was listening to this podcast, so 10 out of 10 recommend. And then I used to listen to Deeper with the Dolans, but I don't think they
not quite.
I don't think they post
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to listen to Deeper with Dolans. I listened to, I think it's called Anything Goes, the Emma Chamberlain one. I don't listen to it that much, but I listen to it.
I tried to listen to it one time.
I listened to the TMG podcast. That's Cody Ko and Noah Miller. I really like that one. Circle Time with Kelsey Cripple, I think that's how you say her last name. I really love her. Out of Character podcast. Shoot. I listened to Emergency Intercom one time.
Oh.
Which was interesting. I'd have to look. I listened to Wild Till 9 for a bit, which is like Laura DIY and her boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Or her fiance.
I watched the episode where they talked about their engagement.
I specifically watched like the ones that like made sense to me.
I also watched the Unplanned podcast. I don't know how I feel about Matt and Abby, but I watched...
I don't like them, I'm going to be honest.
I go back and forth.
Especially Matt.
Yeah. I don't know, I think they're... I don't know.
Have you heard... I saw this clip where he basically just tried to mansplain something to her, and it was something that, like, she obviously knows because she's a girl. And I was like, oh, you're taking me off. Or the video where he didn't... Like, he helped her clean one time, and he called that, like, a thing.
Yeah. But they had Brooklyn and Bailey on, and I like watching them, and I watched that one, and they had, is it Tay and the girl with the pretty long blonde
I know what
hair,
you're talking about.
and they're married, and they're adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she just had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear she has an older daughter, too?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Which I didn't know that, yeah. Oh, I also listened to the Chuckle Sandwich podcast, the H3 podcast. Jeez. I listened to Your Biscuits once.
Your Biscuits was kind of weird.
I don't know if I like that one that much. I don't watch that one.
I listened to a Taylor Swift one time, and it was way too far. Like, I thought it was going to be, like... Because I like hearing about that stuff. I find it interesting. I could not. The girl's voice was... I'm not going to say what Taylor Swift podcast it was. But the girl's voice was annoying, and I couldn't follow.
Yeah. I also used to listen to, I just forgot. Crap. Oh, Frenemies, when it used to be a thing. And I tried to watch Trisha's new podcast that's like just Trish or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, it just felt very, like, I don't think she even meant it to, I don't know what she meant it to be. But it was very, like, gossipy, and it just, like, a lot of the stuff that goes on, and you know the one with Tana and Brooke Schofield or something? I don't know what that one's called, but I tried to watch that one too, and, like, I kind of liked that one a little bit, because they were, like, relatable, but also, like, they also talk crap on there too, and I'm like, I guess we do too, but I don't know, sometimes I don't like to just sit there and listen to them talk about people I don't know. Like,
yeah. I mean,
it's hard, except, like, we're given background.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I don't know I don't even know somebody. They talked about Matt Rife, which I thought was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, I don't like him. I'm just dumping everything today. I don't like him.
I don't know.
His jokes...
I thought I liked his jokes, and then I watched the Netflix special, and I was like,
oh, the Netflix special is so bad.
This is not okay.
That, and then he's also just not very nice.
His sense of humor just isn't what I find funny.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. I also listened to the one with Zach Justice and Jared whatever. Shoot. Why can't I remember what it's called right now? The one... I don't know what it's called. I listen to that one sometimes. Sometimes it also takes me off. I don't know. It's hard. Podcasts are hard sometimes. I don't like to... Sometimes I like to listen, but, like, that's if I'm really distracted and I'm trying to listen to people talk. But, like, other than that, I like to, like... watch stuff. Even if I'm just gonna listen, I still want to see it sometimes. Which is why... Okay, hear me out. I don't want to make a YouTube channel, but I think we should start... Never mind. Let's start going live on Instagram. Or on TikTok and get them galaxies going. Because, okay, like, some people, like... Have you seen the... the thing. It's old now, kind of. A Four Freak Show. It was where they were all on Zoom together because it was like COVID, but they also don't live near each other. But they were like on a Zoom call, and it was basically like you were watching a FaceTime, like you were on it. And I kind of like that, and I've been hearing a lot of people like that. So like, I think we should start doing that, and we can get a group together to do it.
You have to have a certain amount of followers on TikTok to be able to do
Well,
it
we
live.
can do it on something else. I don't know.
Speaking of which, go watch our TikToks. They're funny.
We have like one new one.
There's 2. The one.
Oh, right.
Also, I posted a little vlog thing, and it was pretty good. I did it. It was the day we record the podcast, and I did the photo.
You should have put
vlog.
what day of the week it was.
It was a Wednesday.
Well, now they know, but you should have put it on the video.
Okay, I'll comment on it. It was a Wednesday.
Maybe don't do that.
So go check those out if you haven't. And now Katie should do a day where she takes pictures, and then it's hard to remember to do. I will
I was
say.
about to say, first of all, I'm not gonna remember. Second of all, I think I would just take a picture of a random, like, my feet or something and be like,
Ew.
I'm walking to class.
Well, that's what I did for some things. It helps that, not that, I mean, I'm busy on Mondays and Wednesdays, but, like, I go to fun classes, so I think that makes it a little interesting. Okay.
Maybe I'll do it on a Monday or Wednesday then.
You should do it on a day where we record a podcast. Because then it's like, and now we're
No, because
recording.
then when I post the thing, it'll be just like last time where we posted one after the other.
Well,
Look, our TikTok was getting a lot of views, which was crazy. It's the first one in a while. It got, like, almost 2,000 views.
it probably has 2,000 views now.
I don't know. And Caroline posted it right
I
after.
didn't know.
And so it slowed down the view. If you ever use TikTok, you know.
I don't post TikToks.
Well, now you do.
I know. Sorry. Okay.
Freaking.
It's time for me to either get sorbet or go to bed or shower. Thumbnail.
I wrote his name in yellow hearts. Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so funny. Why'd she go?
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good week. It's February. The groundhog said it's going to be early spring.
Yes! Ah!
So,
I was so
hang
excited
in
for Groundhog
there.
Day.
Spring
Gertie.
is coming if you live in the cold areas.
Don't pause. Don't pause.
I'm not paused.
Get off that hurry.
I'm
Quick.
trying.
Quick,
I'm
quick,
trying.
quick.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? I'm going to do the breakdown that we do at the end. Okay. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this YouTube video and on all the other ones. And watch them. Don't do that. Listen on the YouTube, listen on the Spotify. We got Amazon Music, radio. iHeartRadio. Use the link tree in the bio of the Instagram.
Check out the TikToks.
Look at the TikTok, right? And keep up because the pods are going to keep rolling.
Period.
And, guys, should we give them something to comment?
Yeah. I thought you had something.
No, like I was asking, like, should we ask a question or something? Who should we have on the podcast?
No, we've done that before. That was lame.
You're right.
Ice cream or custard?
Bro, that's stupid. That's pretty stupid.
I like custard.
Ice cream's better.
What did we talk about today?
Have you ever been followed?
Who are you, like, who do you think deserves a Grammy?
Who do you listen to on the podcast?
Yeah,
what podcast do you listen to?
What podcast do you listen to? Okay. Bye.